Hello, my name is Marcello. Welcome to the Source AV Design Group's YouTube channel. Today we will look at the Audeze CRBN flagship electrostatic headphones from our friends at Audeze. This video will primarily discuss my impressions of the headphones regarding build quality, design, and sound quality. If you saw our recent video of the Wu Audio 3ES flagship electrostatic headphone tube amplifier, I mentioned that this video on the CRBN would be coming to our channel soon. Before making this video, I wanted to wait until I received another reference premium eStat headphone tube amplifier to establish my sound impressions with two reference flagship amplifiers. With that said, let's discuss the design and build quality of the Audeze CRBN headphones. Using a nanotube film from Audeze, the CRBN was initially developed with Professor Mark S. Cohen for use at the UCLA School of Medicine, specifically for patients who are having MRI imaging done. Typical metals cannot be used in MRI machines, so Audeze developed a new film material with suspended carbon nanotubes. Using an ultra-thin 120mm by 90mm diaphragm, Audeze states their new electrostatic diaphragms result in a uniform driving force that reduces distortion and improves clarity, resolution, and transparency. The housing of the CRBN uses magnesium, stainless steel, and polymer acetate, with carbon fiber and premium leather for the headband and ear pads. Weighing 470 grams, the CRBN is reasonably lightweight, and the headband balances the headphone's weight well. The CRBN has a bit more clamping force than I prefer, similar to the Audeze LCD5, but other than the clamping force, the pads, headband system, and headphones are comfortable, and it will come down to your tolerance to their clamping force. The over-ear open-back headphones use a 2.5 meter OCC monocrystal copper 5-pin pro-bias cable and claim an FR of 20 Hz to 40 kHz and a THD of less than 0.1% at 90 dB. One thing to note is that the CRBN is easier to drive than some other eStat headphones, and they sounded pretty impressive even when paired with a more affordable Wu Audio WA7E Firefly's electrostatic headphone amplifier and DAC. This is a significant benefit for those on a budget and not looking to drop $7,000 or more on Wu Audio's or Headamp's flagship eStat amplifier offerings. Depending on your preferences, the WA7E and the Wu ES8 eStat headphone amplifiers could be an excellent fit for the CRBN. Of course, if you want top-tier audio quality and performance with the CRBN, the Headamp Blue Hawaii or the Wu Audio 3ES are great options. From a look and feel perspective, Audeze knocked it out of the park. The CRBN is beautiful and feels very well built when holding. The geometric pattern on the oval-shaped cups with the carbon fiber headband and black and silver accents looks remarkable, giving off both luxurious and industrial style while highly functional. From a sound perspective, I prefer the CRBN most paired with the Blue Hawaii fed by my Cord Hugo TT2 as the DAC on filter 2 and with the WA7E Fireflies with internal DAC. I was also highly impressed with the 3ES from Wu. However, I felt the hyper-detailed and neutral sound of that amp paired with the stock tubes when combined with the resolving mid-forward sound of the CRBN and my analytical sounding TT2 DAC forced me more to analyze the music I was listening to. In contrast, the smaller Wu WA7E and the Blue Hawaii allowed me to appreciate and become one with the music I was listening to. Of course, this is just my preference. Some listeners will want the utmost detail and resolution and enjoy the most analytical sounding setup. Of course, you should always listen for yourself to determine what best fits your preferences. Talking sound, the CRBN has a fairly neutral bass region that sounds clean, fast, and very detailed, but lacks overall quantity and mid-bass punch or slam. Bass lovers will likely find the CRBN too neutral in the bass region and want to add a shelf to accommodate this. The focus of the CRBN is the mid-range, with a fairly forward mid-range that is pretty neutral. Not much warmth will be found. However, it is exceptional at defining and presenting vocals and string instruments, even if I wish they had a bit more body at times depending on the recording. There's also some upper mid-range emphasis that some may find a bit too emphasized with the wrong amplifier DAC pairing. With the Blue Hawaii and TT2 setup and the WA7E, I didn't find the upper mid-range too aggressive. However, more analytical sounding amplifiers when paired with analytical sounding source components may be too much of a good thing for some listeners. The CRBN's treble is neither offensive nor bright and sounds subdued compared to some of the other eStat headphones I have in-house. So treble adverse listeners may like this, and other listeners used to a more traditional treble forward eStat sound that is sparkly and airy sounding may find the treble to be a bit darker than what they are used to. For my taste, there is still enough treble to appreciate most music, and there are no issues defining and presenting cymbals and brass instruments in a reasonably believable way when listening. The headphones take exceptionally well to moderate EQ through Roon, so if their sound isn't perfect for your taste, you can mix things up and experiment to get the sound just right. The soundstage of the Carbon isn't huge, still it is exceptional at separating sounds on their stage, whether vocals, instruments, or electronic synthesized elements on the production of a track. Similar to the Audeze LCD5, the soundstage of the Carbon produces a well-balanced bubble around the listener with superb vocal placement that can sound very intimate or a bit farther away from intimate depending on the recording's production. Everything sounds natural from their soundstage, as if everything has its own space and placement while still sounding cohesive. Instrument timbre is also good, with my only nitpick coming from some instruments that can benefit from a bit more bass energy, mid-bass, and body that the Carbon doesn't present well without EQ. From a type of music perspective I most enjoyed with a Carbon, I found myself gravitating towards well-recorded jazz, acoustic, some classic rock, new age, classical, and music with a focus on capturing vocals in a controlled studio environment. The Carbon without some EQ wouldn't be my first choice for metal, 90s rock, alternative, electronic, or most pop I listen to. However, with a moderate bass shelf added, these genres become much more enjoyable to listen to on the Carbon. If you already own some E-Stat headphones and want to change up the sound of your collection, I highly recommend you listen to the Audeze Carbon for a different take on E-Stat headphones. I appreciate what Audeze has accomplished with these headphones and love the reason behind the development of the Carbon and how they have helped kids and adults alike with the ability to listen to music when receiving an MRI. I won't offer any detailed comparisons to other similar priced E-Stat headphones in this video. Still, we may make a separate video comparing the 3 E-Stat headphones I have in-house, if you guys would like that. So drop a comment and a like on this video if you want to see that comparison. Of course, we all hear a bit differently and have different source equipment and amplifiers, so if you can give them a listen before buying with your audio rig, that will ultimately be the best way to tell if they are the right fit for you. 2 new things going on at TSAV. We now offer gift cards, so I will place a link in the video description to where you can buy gift cards along with all the products discussed in this video. Secondly, TSAV Jason is running Black Friday specials for the entire month of November, so you don't have to wait to get some killer deals on awesome gear. Just call Wayne at the store and let him know you want Black Friday pricing today. If you are interested in trading up your old headphones, amplifiers, or other gently used audio gear for a new set of headphones or a new amplifier, check out the links in the video description to our trade-up program, and don't forget we will price match other authorized dealers. We have some cool videos coming this year with new product announcements, so please consider subscribing to our channel today. From $150 earphones to multi-million-dollar home audio and cinema and automation systems, TSAV is a hi-fi enthusiast paradise for building the system of your dreams. So let's start the conversations in the video comments on what you think of the flagship Audeze Carbon E-Stat headphones. While you're there, smash that like button for us. Until next time, friends, remember, let the music be your guide.